Steve with another episode of Scooch and Steve, and today I want to talk about Snapchat's new spectacles. So Snapchat just recently announced that they are going to be releasing these glasses that don't look like this at all, but they are kind of like shades. I'll be putting the link down in the description about them and why they're amazing and cool and revolutionary. But part of what I wanted to spend this episode talking about was the fact that Evan Spiegel, the CEO of Snapchat, he's been offered many times acquisitions by the biggest honchos in the industry, Facebook, primarily, with like trucks of cash coming in saying like, hey, let's sync up. But the spectacles move is a good one in that it's out of the ordinary. So Snapchat's done a good job of changing things around to the point where it's almost difficult for a lot of people to use Snapchat, and that's one of the reasons why they're so great. Is it's like a little bit of a learning curve for the older generation. The younger generation just dives in and just starts flying around it and quickly picks it up, and it's fantastic for them. I'm happy for the teenagers right now that are just flying through it, the hundreds of millions of them. But yeah, so initially they started out as Snapchat Inc., and now they have changed to Snap, which is a very cooler name. It is just kind of similar to thefacebook.com and how they got rid of the. So I do like the new name Snap, and it goes along with the spectacles. I'm not sure why I keep doing this, just because I guess this is the symbol. This is the symbol for spectacles, but really cool shades. The thumbnail for this video, as you saw, is the picture of them. They have a really great video kind of describing it. It takes a 10-second clip at the kind of temple area of the spectacle. 10-second clip right to your Snap, and kind of showing everybody. I mean, it's going to make it much easier to upload. I actually really love the fact that on Snapchat, or Snap now, it doesn't go onto my camera roll unless I download it or upload it onto my camera roll. I think that alone just sets Snapchat apart, like light years from everyone else. Because when we went on our trip to London, Scooch and I were all over the place. I had my like massive lens that I was walking around with, and if you guys saw our previous videos in London and Amsterdam, it's just kind of me all up in her face, all over the place with our lens. And Snapchat made it so that not only could we put those kind of little filters on our videos, but it really made it so that I didn't have to take any phone space. Like, I would literally just have them on my Snap story, and I would download them every night and just sort of push them onto my computer and delete them from my phone. As you've heard many a times, I have the smallest phone in history, the iPhone like 16 gig, which accidentally happened once upon a time, and just haven't fixed it. So I am going to be upgrading that soon, and ideally I'm going to get a pair of these spectacles when they're out. $130 is the price point for them, and I'm going to be rocking those around like nobody's business. I mean, it's going to be driving Scooch absolutely nuts, and I will be vlogging it the whole time so you guys can kind of see me driving her crazy with the spectacles. But overall, everyone that I've seen talking about it, all the VCs here in the Valley, all the kind of head honchos running these big companies, they're all impressed at the idea of changing the game. So, actually putting something on people's faces. Google kind of bottomed out with it with Google Glass. It's kind of a nightmare. I actually wore Google Glass for a while when I lived in Boston and Cambridge, and it was yeah, and created a lot of very crazy conversations. But I think that it's gonna be good in that it doesn't look like Google Glass. It looks like these. It looks like regular sunglasses. So that's not going to be as much of a kind of swimming against the status quo or the kind of norm, because Google Glass, you just really looked like a total Melvin when you were wearing them. So yeah, I'm excited to get a pair, and the price point at $130 is just really great, nice and low. To some people, it might be expensive to others, but I think that for a new technology like that, I think it's fantastic. So ideally, I'm not snapping my entire life when I'm wearing them and every single moment, but the reality is when I have them on, I have the ability, and I don't have to pull out my phone and do it. So great first step from Snap Inc., not Snapchat, but great first step into the wearable market. I think that it's exciting, and I'll probably be wearing it to a festival soon when I get my hands on it. But yeah, that's about all I know for now about the Snap Spectacles and their rebrand to Snap from Snapchat. But super excited to review them when I get my hands on them, and I recommend that you guys check them out or check out the trailer for them with all the people like having a blast in Venice Beach, skateboarding around. I think that's pretty funny. But yeah, that does it for my quick overview of Snap Spectacles, and I will see you guys again for another vlog tomorrow. Feel free to subscribe and like, maybe a comment, and I'll talk to you guys again tomorrow.